Welcome to the lecture of data science. In this video, we will see the topic such as estimating the parameters using the ordinary least squares, and we will see the examples related to it. That is the examples to related to the simple linear regression, that how to solve the examples. So these are the topics from the unit number 5. So let's start with the first one, that is the estimating the parameters using the ordinary least square method. So we have already seen the OLS method, the implementation of the OLS method. But how this OLS method is working in background, that we have to see over here. So this method of the least square is about estimating the parameters by minimizing the squared discrepancies between the observed data on the one hand and their expected values on the other hand. So what we have to do over here, that the name suggests that it is the ordinary least squares method. So as in the name there is one word, that is the least squares, so it means there is some squared term present in my equation, and I want to minimize that squared term because that squared term contains some error value. So let's understand that particular sentence in detail. So suppose this is my equation, that is my equation of the linear line, that is yi equals to alpha plus beta xi plus epsilon I. So from this complete equation, what is my error term? The epsilon I is my error term. Now let's visualize it graphically. So this is my graph, and you can see over here that this green are my data points. Now using the different parameters, that is the parameters of the alpha and beta, I have drawn this particular blue line. So you can see over here this alpha is my intercept and this beta is my slope. So the alpha tells that from where to start the line. So in this, let me draw the line. So suppose I am drawing one line from here, that is the different value of the intercept. So this is my line that I have drawn. So this is my alpha value. So suppose this is my alpha 1 value. So what is the intercept? Intercept means from where to start the line, like this, from this point or from this point or from this point. This slope means at which angle you have to draw the line. So just for an example, I have fixed this point, that from this point I want to draw the line, that my intercept is fixed. Now what is the value of beta? So like this I will draw the line, or like this I will draw the line, or like this I will draw the line, or this particular blue line is there. So what should be the slope? It means what should be the angle of the line. So I have to draw the line in such a manner that this particular error term gets minimized. So for that I have to estimate the value of the alpha and the value of the beta over here. So you can see over here that this is the alpha and this is the beta. So the method name is estimating the parameters using the ordinary least square method. So which parameters we have to estimate? Which parameters we have to find? That is the parameters such as the alpha and the beta. We have to find these two parameters in such a way that there is the minimum error in our model. So you can visualize over here that this is my data point and this is my regression line. So how this data point is far? So this vertical distance will be considered as my error. Now, if you consider this particular green point, then this particular green point is on my regression line, that is on my blue line. So the error term over here will be 0. Now, this particular green point is somewhat far from the regression line. So there will be some error term over here, but this error term will be less compared to this particular error term, because this point is very far compared to this point from the regression line. Now over here what they are considering, that the data points above the regression line are considered as the positive error, and the data points which are below the regression line, that particular vertical distance is considered as the negative error. Now what will happen? What is the problem? That if I do the direct summation of all the errors, that is the this particular error, that is the positive error, this positive error plus this positive error plus this particular negative error plus this particular negative error, like that. Suppose there is one more data point over here, then it will be again the summation of the negative error. So what will happen? Summation of all the errors when I do, then what will happen is that I am doing the summation of all the positive errors and the negative errors. So what will happen? The positive and the negative error will get cancelled. But the task over here is this positive and the negative errors, both the errors are affecting our model. Both the errors are reducing the accuracy of our model. So to avoid this problem, what we are doing? We are doing the square of the errors. So when we do the square of the error term, then what will happen? The negative error will be also converted into the positive one. So just for an example, if I do the square of all the errors, that is the square of the positive errors and the square of the negative error, it means if I do the suppose over here the error is -2, then -2 the whole square is +4. Then I can do the summation of all the errors, so the positive and the negative errors will not get cancelled with each other. So the solution of this problem, what we have done? We have done the square of all the errors. Now what I want to do is, I want square of all the errors, but in such a way that I will get the minimum of all the errors. That is the summation, that is the final summation of the squared error term will be minimum. So over here, what I have to do is, I have to find the value of alpha and beta in such a way that the summation of the squared error term is minimum. So over here, let's understand this particular statement, that what they are saying, that the idea of the simple linear regression is finding those parameters, that is the parameters alpha and beta, for which the error term is minimized. So in which particular regression line we will get the minimum error. So we have seen over here that how we will get the minimum error. Suppose I will draw one regression line like this, then you have to calculate all the vertical distances from this particular regression line. Then what is the vertical distance over here, like this? That is the summation of the positive and the negative error. Now this particular uh, brown regression line is best fit, or this particular blue line is the best fit, that you have to find out. So which from out of this two line, which is the best line? So the line which has the minimum error in it will be considered as the best line. So for that line, what is the value of the alpha and beta, that you have to estimate. So they are telling over here like this, that the idea of the simple linear regression is finding those parameters, that is alpha and beta, for which the error term is minimized. So to be more precise, the model will minimize the squared errors. So this is the one, that is we do not want our positive errors to be compensated by the negative ones. It means if we do not do the square, then what will happen? The positive error will get cancelled by the negative errors, that is the plus and minus, like that. So since they are equally penalizing our model, it means they are equally disturbing our model. So we can't we can't neglect the positive and the negative errors. So we are doing the summation. So in the previous, this particular equation, if you do, if you make this particular error term as the subject, then what you will get? That is y minus alpha minus beta xi. So it is written over here, that is y minus alpha minus beta xi. So it is the square of the error. So I am doing the square and summation of all the squares. But I want this particular summation to be minimum. So by considering the minimum value of the error term, I have to find the value of alpha, and by considering the minimum value of the error term, I have to find out the value of the beta. So this procedure is called as the ordinary least square error, that is the OLS method. So if you refer the technical publication, then you can find the statements like this, that is how to draw a line based on the data points observed. So suppose the imaginary line they are writing like this, that is instead of alpha and beta they are using a and b. So this is my imaginary line, that is u of y equals to a plus bx. So imagine the vertical distance between the line and the data point. So what is the vertical distance between the line and the data point? It means it is my error term. So error term in that particular book is written like this, that is E equals to y minus EI. So instead of the epsilon, they are using the E. So what is the y? It is my actual value or the data point, and E of y is my this particular predicted value or the obtained value. So this particular equation we have already seen in the implementation purpose, that what is the error term? It is the difference between the obtained value and the actual value. So what is the best value of A and B in such a way that it minimizes the sum of such errors? So least square method minimizes the sum of squares of errors. Such A and B are called as the least square estimation. So we are finding the parameters A and B in such a way that the error term will get minimized. Or I can say the estimation of parameters A and B like that. So in the estimation of parameters using the OLS, which parameters we are finding? That is the slope and the intercept. So what is the disadvantage of using this particular least square method? That is, it has the lack of robustness to outliers. It means if the outliers are present in your model, then it will not react to the outliers. So this particular OLS model will not effectively react to the outliers which is present in your model. The second disadvantage is that the certain data set are unsuitable for the least square classification. So there are some data sets which does not support this OLS method. So for that we have to use some different methods for finding out the predicted value. Also the decision boundary corresponds to the ML solution. So over here the disadvantages, we have to make the decision boundary that in this particular region with this particular assumption my simple linear regression will work. So that assumptions, that the predefined assumptions will fall under the decision boundary. So let's start with the example of the least square. So this is the least square regression line for the set of n data points, which is given by the equation like this, that is y equals to ax plus b. So over here the parameters a and b, what are the formula of finding a and b? So these are the formula of finding a and b. So this is my a and b formula, that is a equals to summation of x into y minus summation of x into summation of y. So let's visualize this equation over here. So this is my a and b equation. So previously we have seen the equation in the phase 1. So if you compare, then this that particular equation and this equation are both one and the same. Now over here my equation is like this, that is the equation of line, that is y equals to ax plus b. So if I want to find a, then I have to use this particular formula. If I want to find b, then if I make this b as the subject, then I will get the answer like this, that is y minus ax. Then you can see over here that my formula of b is like this only, that is b equals to y, this is summation of y minus ax. So I can't consider only one value of y and x. I have all the values, so many values in the data set. So what I am doing, instead of y, I am writing the summation of y, and instead of x, I am writing summation of x. So for finding out the value of b, I want the average value of y and the average value of x. So what is the average? That is the mean value, that is the summation of all the values divided by the total number of observations. So summation of x divided by total number of observations. So the total number of observations, that is 1 divided by n, that I have taken out from the brackets. So I can write like this, that is 1 upon n into the bracket summation of y minus a into summation of x. So from where this a came from, you can find the a from this particular equation. So this is how you can find the value of a and b. Now let's see the example. So this is my problem statement. So your question will be like this, that is the values of y and their corresponding values are shown in the table below. So this is my value of y and its corresponding value of x is like this. So my value of x is like this, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is my value of y. So you have to find the least square regression line, that is y equals to ax plus b, and you have to estimate the value of y when the value of x is equals to 10. So for finding out this particular equation, we want the value of a and b. We have the value of we have the value of y and x. So we have to find the value of a and b by using the previous formula that I have shown over here. So let's put the values. So let's start with the solution. So this is my value of x and y, which is given in the table. So the summation of x is 10 and the summation of y is 20. Now in this particular formula, that is formula of finding the a, I want the multiplication of x and y, and I want the summation of that, and I also want the value of x, and I also want the value of x square, and I want the summation of that also. So what I am doing, I am writing x into y and the x square. So what is x into y? You can do, that is 0 into 2 is 0, 1 into 3 is 3, 2 into 5 is 10, 3 into 4 is 12, and so on. So the summation of x into y is 49, that is summation of all these values. X square means 0 square, 1 square, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9 over here, and 4 square is 16 over here. So what is the sigma of x square? That is summation of all these values. So I got the value as 30. Now put all this value into the equation. So my equation of a is like this, that is n. What is n? It is the total number of observations. So how many observations are there? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So total 5 observations are there. So my value of n is 5. So put the value of n, that is 5, into sigma of x into y. So sigma of x into y is 49. So I'm writing 49 over here, minus sigma of x into sigma of y. So what is the sigma of x over here? So the sigma of x is 10 and sigma of y is 20. So I'm writing 10 into 20. Divide by n, that is 5, into sigma of x square. So the sigma of x square value is 30 over here. So you 5 into 30 minus sigma x the whole square. So this is my sigma x, that is 10, and the 10 square, that is it will be 100. So when you solve this particular equation using the calculator, then you will get the value of a is 0.9. Similarly, you can put all the values of in the equation of b, and you will find the value of b as 2.2. So you want to find the regression line, that is y equals to ax plus b. So just put the value of a, that is 0.9x, plus the value of b is 2.2. So this is my regression line, that is y equals to 0.9x plus 2.2. So this is my answer. That is my first answer of the question. That is this particular one, that is find the regression line. Now the second question, that estimate the value of y when x is equals to 10. So what I have to do, just put the value of x equals to 10 in this particular equation. So when you put x equals to 10 in this particular equation, then you will get the value of y. So I'm writing y equals to 0.9 into x value is 10 plus 2.2. So I'm getting the value of y as 11.2. So the question is like this, that is estimate the value of y when the value of x is 10. So in the equation of the regression line, just put the value of x equals to 10, you will get the value of y. So like this only you can solve all these questions. That is, this is the problem number 4. So these are the data given, that is the value of x and y, that is year and the sales. You have to find the regression line, and using the least square regression line model estimate the sales of the company in a particular value. So the question is also given and the solution is also given. So I am sharing this ppt with you in your shared link drive, so you can view the question from there, and you can verify your solution with the solution which is given in this ppt. So you can find the link of this ppt in the description box below. So keeping it till here, thank you for watching.